Hi, this is Trepacer. Welcome to Trepacer Saturday Horror Reviews. As promised in my, excuse me, in bed blog, I went yesterday to see Crimson Peak. See that? Sorry, too much light. But it's Crimson Peak. You can't see. Sorry, you can't tell that from the lousy, too much shine there. But anyway, I saw Crimson Peak yesterday, right after work. This movie, of course, stars Mia Wasikowska, Jessica Chastain, Tom Hiddleston, Charlie Hunnam, and Jim Beaver. And basically, this story is basically about a young woman named Edith Cushing. Her mother died when she was young. Okay, and as you see in the trailer, she, sees her mother as a ghost. Okay, that's her first experience seeing ghosts. And she grows up and she has a dream to be an author, of course, and her father is loving and and a little overprotective, and she has a childhood friend who becomes a doctor. His name is Dr. Alan Michael, played by Charlie Hunnam, Jax from Sons of Anarchy. And into their lives comes the Sharps, Thomas Sharp, played by Tom Hiddleston, Loki, and Lucille Sharp, played by Jessica Chastain, who's his sister. Okay, they come into his life, and basically, they fall in love. They meet, kind of cute, and they, start to fall in love. But of course, the father, who's overprotective, he has Mr. Sharp investigated, and he finds out a few unsavory things about his past. And basically, he blackmails him and tells him, "Listen, you gotta leave, okay? Break my daughter's heart and leave, okay?" He gives him a check and told him, both leave or else, because he's a powerful man in town. And so he proceeds to do that, breaking her heart, and then they take off. And then of course something happens which kind of brings which I don't want to spoil, brings the Sharps back into their lives, and of course they actually get married. This, like you see, there's nothing surprising. That's in the trailer. They get married and they go to live in their family estate. Now, of course, while in their family estate, Edith, she starts experiencing weird things, seeing more ghosts, okay, and getting haunted. And of course, she also becomes very sickly while she's, in the house. And the house is a crumbling mess. It's like in ill repair. And at the same time, Thomas Sharp, who originally came to America with his sister to try to get funding because he has this new invention that he wants to help pump out this, I forgot what they call it, this soil out of their, from the mansion and use it because they live near a mine, okay? And of course, the sister, played by Jessica Chastain, is very, let's say she's overly protective of her brother, and she kind of doesn't really like the new Mrs. Sharp, okay? And that's where the movie takes off. Basically, like I said, it's a horror, kind of haunted house type of thing, where Edith is trying to adjust to her new life and her new circumstances. But of course, like I said, she starts seeing these weird ghosts and stuff. They're giving her warnings and stuff, and she's terrified. And of course, at the same time, she's getting sickly, and she's trying to, be a good wife to her husband, and he's off most of the time, and she's trying to adjust. And the sister is very hostile to her, and it all kind of culminates, to come to a conclusion, rather. But it's, for the most part, it's a beautiful looking film, okay, and Tom Hiddleston is great. I think as Thomas Sharp, he's suave and debonair, and I do like the chemistry between him and Mia Wasikowska, who plays this headstrong, wannabe author. She's very headstrong and very opinionated, and at the same time, of course, she's going through this experience with these ghosts and stuff, so she has to be strong. So I thought Mia Wasikowska was good as well, and Jessica Chastain to me is the kind of the MVP of this movie. She's just really intense and really commanding when she's on the screen. Now, Charlie Hunnam plays Dr. Alan Michael. He's supposed to be like a childhood friend of Edith Cushing, and I think they kind of wanted you to get the impression that he had like a childhood, because he knew her since they were little kids, that he had a childhood crush on her, and I guess he was still crushing on her. But I never really saw that. I know because Charlie Hunnam's part, it's not that he's not in the movie as much. So, or maybe they edited that parts out that made you think that he did have a crush on his childhood friend. Because all you see in the movie, to me at least, is that they're friends. You don't see any romantic inclination, at least outwardly to me. I don't see it. You know, I mean, there's I think a line where the father says something about him, but he doesn't actually show any, you know, outwardly, at least not in the beginning of the movie to me, outwardly any romantic intention towards her. So that his part, that part kind of lets me down. But again, I saw the twist coming. There's a twist in it that comes, which I don't want to spoil, but I saw the twist coming. Believe it or not, I saw the twist coming, which, you know, I don't see these twists, but so in that way, it's kind of the movie's kind of predictable, but it's still entertaining, and I have to give Guillermo del Toro credit for the whole, you know, the atmosphere of the movie. It has great atmosphere, and you get great performances out of the three main characters, I think. But the story is sort of predictable, and you know, it's not something that you can see. And like I said, I could predict it, so that doesn't make it less entertaining. It just doesn't make it special. Okay, which I thought the movie was going to be special. I thought the movie was going to be one of the really great graphic, you know, gothic, you know, horror. But it was, you know, it was good. I mean, don't get me wrong, the ghosts and stuff that you see in the movie are truly frightening and stuff, but the story is rather predictable, you know, which is, you know, this is kind of a disappointment, but I still think it's entertaining and worth seeing. Okay, so overall, I'm going to give the movie a 7.5 or, yeah, 7.5. I was really expecting to give this movie like an 8 or better because I thought, you know, it would be just unique and more, I guess, have more substance, I guess. That's what I want to say. But to me, it just didn't happen. It was, like I said, it was sort of predictable, actually. And I kind of guessed the twist that's in the movie. Like not halfway, yeah, about halfway, I guess I guessed the twist. Okay, but it's still entertaining, so I definitely would recommend you go see it, you know. But it is sort of predictable, okay? So anyway, that's my opinion of it, 7.5. Let me know what you think of it. Feel free to leave comments down below. And this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.